Hello, everyone. So, I just want to condemn what I see as really terrorism in destruction of art and heritage, basically. In terms of oil paintings, you've seen this across the globe. Mainly oil paintings, particularly, as I say. People go and throwing paint on it, people throwing God knows what, I don't know what you would call it. But it's not the right way to do things. If you're going to protest, it's 100% okay to go outside the museum and protest. You're perfectly entitled to that, to your constitutional right, regardless of what country you're in. But going and damage somebody's property that is hundreds of years old patent is 100 years old represent huge historical significance to these patents too by famous artists that spent years, and again it's not a 5 minute thing like I just draw a stick man here now and it goes up in the gallery. That's completely different. And I'm sure anybody who would do a bit of work, take for example, if you drew a picture and it got into a gallery, I'm sure you wouldn't want somebody coming along and damage your picture. That's quinema damage. That's literally quinema damage and vandalism. So regardless of what you represent, you shouldn't damage property or you shouldn't damage somebody else's work, and that's just putting it straight. Regardless what you put a political ideology is, um, exactly really what the people in the 1930s done. Um, but yeah, they should not do that, and I say that straight. Regardless, again, they have every right to hold the beliefs and things like that. But again, going and doing causing damage to property and things like that goes over the line. That goes you take it a bit over the line. In terms of protesting on the streets and things like that, they're perfectly entitled to do that. But it's just the fact, the damaging property, the damaging pictures, and it should not be allowed. It should not be tolerated, regardless of what country it is. It should not be tolerated. Because again, people probably spent hundreds, God forbid, probably spent half of their life doing one picture. Again, some of these artists can be very particular, and what they do things 100%. They make sure it's perfect. It represents what they want to represent. And if we allow this to happen, people just destroy pictures willy nilly. Then we might as well just go and burn the whole museums at this stage, because let's be fair, these have every picture has a story to tell, of an artist, of a decade, of a particular point in that history, and if we let people go in and just destroy, we will let people go and destroy statues. We will let people go and destroy everything. Next thing we see, we allow them to go and destroy original portions of the Constitution. Take, for example, in the United States, to destroy the Bill of Rights. We will let people go and do that if it's in the United States. Speaking in Ireland, it would be the Irish Constitution, the original one of the Irish Constitution. We simply cannot. We have to put a stop. We have to reform. We have to be strict. There's ways of protesting, which is you're perfectly entitled to do. Going out and protest and get your voice heard. You're perfectly entitled to do that. Or protesting, the march through the streets or whatever, you're perfectly entitled to that. But going and causing criminal damage is taking it over the line. And obviously, I'm sure people would agree that that should not be tolerated, regardless of who it is, regardless of who's doing it and what the political ideology is. We have to make that message be very clearly heard, because the law is the law at the end of the day. And people, a lot of artists put hard work into it. We should respect their work, and that's why it's in the museum, for us to respect their work and gaze upon the amazing work they've done, and just to acknowledge the work and the effort they put into the picture, and we can't let somebody go and destroy the good work they have done. That's just my opinion. I know some people might differ, but again, that's democracy. We don't go and destroy, we don't go and destroy things because again, that's why there's democracy, the political debate. So-called democracy. Take care.